Ashley here with hearthookhome.com, and today we are learning how to crochet the Tunisian honeycomb stitch. This stitch is absolutely gorgeous. We're alternating Tunisian simple stitches with Tunisian purl stitches, and then we're offsetting that every row to create these gorgeous diamond shapes. Grab your hook and let's learn how to do the Tunisian honeycomb stitch. In order to crochet the Tunisian honeycomb, you need to start with an odd number of chains. What we're going to do first is the same as with most Tunisian foundation rows. We're going to look at the back bar and pick up a loop in the second chain from the hook right here, and then pull up a loop in each of these chains all the way until you get to the end of the row. To make your backward pass for this and all other rows of the Tunisian honeycomb, you're going to do a chain 1, and that will be the side of your piece. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, all the way to the end of the row. So that is your foundation row of Tunisian crochet. Now we are ready to do a first row of the honeycomb stitch. We always leave this outside vertical bar alone, never go into that one. We're going to go into this first one here. We're going to pull up a loop in just that front vertical bar. So this is a Tunisian simple stitch. Pull up that loop. Now we are going to do a purl stitch in the next. So bring the hook to the back of your yarn, go in that vertical bar, rotate to have the hook at the front, hold this with your thumbnail, and pull that on through. That is a purl stitch. I do have a dedicated video for each of these stitches if you would like more practice on them individually. Now we're going to alternate those to the end of the row. So the next one we're going to do a simple stitch where you just insert your hook and pull up a loop, and then we're going to do a purl stitch in the next. Simple in the next, and a purl in the next. When we only have one stitch remaining in the body of our pattern, that will be a simple stitch. Whatever you started this row with, you will end this row with as well. So this will be a simple stitch. Now we're going to look at the side of our outside stitch and pull up a loop in those outside 2 right here. Just pull up that loop. And you should again have as many loops on your hook as you did to start. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 2, 2, all the way to the end of the row. Now since we started the previous row with a Tunisian simple stitch, we're going to offset that by starting with a Tunisian purl stitch. So now this row we'll do purl simple, all the way across and end with a purl over here. So let's do a purl in that first stitch, and you can tell this is a simple because it's coming straight out of that other stitch. The purls always have this little horizontal bar on the side there, and the vertical bar looks a lot smaller. That's how you can tell that it's a purl. So now we're going to purl in the simple and simple in the purl. Purl around this one. Simple in the next. Purl and simple. And as long as you remember to always do the opposite of what this stitch is, so it's always the opposite of whatever this is. So this is a simple, so we know that it's going to be a purl. And this is going to be the same throughout the entire pattern. Now when we get to the outside, we're going to insert under both sides of that outside loop, just like that. Pull up that loop. And we are ready for our backward pass. Isn't this gorgeous? I just love it. Chain 1, 2, 2, 2, all the way to the end. And then you will just start the next row with the simple stitch, then start the next row with a purl stitch, start the next row with a simple, etc. You're just going to alternate those 2 throughout. Now when you go to fasten off, you're going to maintain the honeycomb pattern by, if you see a purl stitch, you're going to simple slip stitch. Okay, so let's pretend we're fastening off. We've got this purl right here. So we're going to do a simple in it, right? But we're going to do a simple slip stitch. So insert into that vertical bar and then just slip stitch. Then do a purl slip stitch in the next one. So you're doing it just the same way you would make the actual stitch, except you're doing a slip stitch instead of leaving the loop on your hook. Simple, purl, there. So these outside 2 loops, slip stitch, and then you can fasten off. And then we've maintained the honeycomb pattern throughout. I hope you love this stitch. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite Tunisian stitches. I have a lot of patterns using this stitch, so feel free to work those up and share a photo with me when you're done. Thanks for watching.